Are you guys able to listen to me properly? Please do let me know. Hi guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know, guys. No issues? Okay, that's great. So first of all, I would like to scold you guys because starting off the class itself, I will take some time, like before starting the class, I will take some time to scold everyone that is present right over here. And also to tell some of you that almost 120 additional ones, 120 students, okay, 120 students in total from the yesterday's class who have given the right answer for yesterday's attendance won't be getting the certificates. Okay, 120 students, the list of the names of the students, we are not going to release it. They will just not get the certificates. You know who you are. The 114 or 115 students in total that will not be getting the certificates for this bootcamp, even though they have written the right answer tomorrow. Okay, I know you guys love to help each other out. I know that you guys are a good Samaritan, but telling the answer in the live chat for yesterday's question, those students, we will not be punishing those students who are asking for the answer in the live chat. Okay, those students are asking for the answer for the live chat, that's fine. Okay, I'm able to understand, it's fine, everybody would be doing that. Okay, but those students who were answering those questions by writing the correct answer right over there, every single one of them, we have taken up a screenshot and we have sent it to our team itself. And whoever has written the answer for yesterday's attendance question in the live chat is not going to get the certificates. So if you guys want to leave the class, you can right now itself, because even if you are completing the entire program, even if you are getting all the answers right, you will still not get the attendance for yesterday's class, and you're not going to get the certificates as well. Are you guys able to understand me? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand me? Yesterday, those students who were giving the answer, that is like was which particular book I have suggested for you guys to read related to Python. The answer was Automating Boring Stuff with Python. All the students who are giving that answer in the live chat, there is 140 names that we were able to get right over there. All those students, either you guys can say that, okay, we want a last chance and will not do this again at any particular time, then I can think about it. But if you're not doing that, if you still want to like be silent and you don't want to do anything, you want to be like this, okay, then in that particular case, I have decided that you are not going to get the certificates for either this bootcamp or any other bootcamp in the future as well. We have created a blacklisted like format in which all the students that we blacklist, we put them right over there. Even if they are attending the sessions, even if they are submitting the project, they don't get sent the certificates, because that is our rule. We don't want nuisance in the class itself. So there are two things. Either you guys can say that, okay, no issues, I'm extremely sorry, there's no issues in that, we'll not do this again. If you guys agree with that okay, this is something that you are not going to do at any particular point in the future, in that particular case, I'm giving you a last warning today, okay, that anybody who is caught writing the answer in the live chat, there are two things that will be done from tomorrow onwards. Then I will just disable the live chat itself for all the sessions from today to the end of the bootcamp. So you will not be able to ask any questions throughout the entire bootcamp itself, or just don't do it. Just don't do it. That is the only two things that you can do. Okay. If you are forcing my hand, then from the day 5, I will make sure that there is no live chat itself. Okay. There's no live chat. Okay, Satya Nayak, it's not up to you to decide what is wasting time and what is not wasting time. You guys are wasting my time if this is the case. Okay, I'm not answerable to you. I'm answerable to Google and Microsoft, whose certificates I have to give to these students. For me, this is a problem statement that I cannot, this is the only thing that I cannot tolerate. If you guys won't understand this, I'll make sure that there is no live chat for the next entire session itself. There's no live chat at any point of time. Don't force my hand, guys. Okay? Okay, no issues there. Today we'll be having the session for 100 minutes. Okay? Today we'll be having a session for 100 minutes. I'll be giving you guys 10 minutes in the middle of the class itself to fill, not 10 minutes, I'll give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes I'll give you. In the middle of the class somewhere, I'll be showing you the attendance. You'll have 5 minutes to submit the attendance sheet. If you have not submitted the attendance sheet in those 5 minutes, you're not going to get the attendance. Okay? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Day 1, there is no attendance. Don't worry about it. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. You'll have 5 minutes today somewhere in the middle of the class itself. I'll be showing you guys the attendance link for 5 minutes. You'll have 5 minutes in the middle of the class to fill up the attendance form. Okay, somewhere along the middle of the class. It is not going to remain open up till the end of the class itself. Within that 5 minutes, middle of the class, you have to fill the attendance form and come back to the class. Once again, I'm telling you guys one more thing. There can be multiple attendance today. Okay, today there is a possibility that there can be multiple attendances today. So in the middle of the class, there will be one attendance that will be open for just 5 minutes to check who are the students that are live. Okay, and then at the end of the class, I might be having one more attendance for today. Okay, just to find out who are the people who are not attending the class live. Okay, so 5 minutes will be more than sufficient to fill up a Google form. Maybe like I will keep it open for 7 minutes or something like that. That is more than sufficient to all the students that were live. They had finished submitting the entire form in just like 6 minutes. The rest of the students, I was able to identify these students who are coming in the live chat and asking for questions. Okay, so don't worry about it. You will have plenty of time to fill up the attendance form, but there is a possibility of 2 attendance forms today. So if you once you have submitted the attendance form and then you are like, "Arey, I have submitted the attendance form, I am leaving the class," then if you are not filling the second attendance at the end, then again you will be losing the attendance, the entire attendance for today. Okay, so let's get started right away, guys. We'll not be wasting any more time. We are at data types and operators right over here. Can you guys let me know what is the last topic that we learned? Can you guys let me know what is the last topic that we learned, guys? I think so. We had just reached on Boolean data types and comparison and logical operators. This is the topic that we were at. And one more thing, guys, this bootcamp is not for 7 days. Okay, for those students who are thinking that 7 days mein kaise khatam hoga and all this kind of stuff, I think so it will go on for a very long period of time. I think so it will go on for at least 10 to 12 days itself. So I'm able to cover everything up properly. So you don't have to worry about it, guys. Maybe I'll just be shifting the timing from 7:30 to maybe 6 at a later point of time. Maybe after like the 8th day or something. But yeah, the bootcamp will go on for a long period of time. I have just calculated it. It isn't possible to finish up in just 7 days. The certificate that will be issued to you will be of that many number of days itself. For example, if the bootcamp lasts for 12 days, the certificate will be made available to you will be for 12 days itself, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that is also one point that I wanted to make it very clear to you guys. Okay, so let's get started right away, guys. Boolean data type comparison and logical operators. Again, today's class is of 100 minutes long. Please be with me. I've already taken up 1.5 hours of class for the other boot camp, so I'm pretty tired. So let's get started. So bool is another data type that is commonly used in Python. Bool is the short form for Boolean data types, which either has only 2 values inside of it, true and false. Okay, so it only has 2 values inside of it, that is true and false values. Boolean algebra is a branch of algebra in which the values of the variables are either true or false. Now this is something that most of you must have learnt about in your physics classes. Do you guys remember the ones and zeros, the Boolean values that you used for in your electronics, the digital values that are there, okay, analog and digital sine waves and cos waves, ones and zeros that you learned about. So in every single line of code, it exists in binary itself, that is zeros and ones, and hence Boolean is very, very, very important as a concept for any kind of computational or any kind of electronics itself. Let me just open up the live chat on my phone so that I'm able to see you guys as well. Okay, yeah, the logic gates and toggle mode and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so please try to make sure that sir, you are just finished with the HTML class before a few minutes. How is it possible to take class within? Okay, no issues. it's not possible. My back is paining because there is no like back support on this, but no issues in that. Okay, so right over here, to create a true or a false value, it's extremely simple. Okay, Python awesome is equals to true, where T is capital, as you are able to see right over here. Python awesome is equals to 2, where T is capital right over here. Similarly, documentation bad, where F is capital. So please make sure that the T and F is capital at all times. That is how you create a true or a false value. Okay, so if I'm running this particular line of code, run this particular code, you will be easily able to see that we are creating this. So it's actually connecting, initializing, and all those kind of things. So it will take me a 2 or 3 minutes. ओके सर, मैंने मशीन लर्निंग का बूट कैंप अटेंड किया था और प्रोजेक्ट भी सबमिट किया था, बट गूगल सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला, ओनली अटेंडिंग सर्टिफिकेट मिला है. आई डोंट नो इफ दिस गूगल सर्टिफिकेट हैव बीन सेंट और नॉट. आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर ऑफ इट. एज एनीबडी एल्स रिसीव द गूगल सर्टिफिकेट फॉर द मशीन लर्निंग बूट कैंप? इफ दे हैव अटेंडेड इट, प्लीज लेट मी नो. Okay. What if we are doing multiple course? I'm not able to understand that. See, I don't care if your network was slow or something or the other thing. 10 minutes are more than sufficient to open up a Google form and fill it up. If your network is slow, then how are you watching the video? How are you listening to me? That means that you are just there in the class, in the live chat, just typing shit out. You're not learning anything. So again, like I said, whatever the case is, you have to fill up the attendance form to get the certificate. There is nothing else that we can do about it. Okay. Okay, sir, after this bootcamp, will you start Java? Sure, we'll take that into consideration as well. Okay, so let's move on from right over here. Now this is called as comparison operators. So what do you mean by comparison operators itself? So when you compare two values to get some result. For example, right over here, a is equal to 3 greater than 2. Is 3 greater than 2 or not? Let's try to understand this. Is 3 greater than 2 or not? Let's try to understand this. Yes, 3 is greater than 2. Of course, 3 is greater than 2. So the answer that you will be there will be true. The answer that will be there will be true right over there, because 3, yes, 3 is greater than 1. Okay, yes, 3 is greater than 1. Okay, so if I'm running this particular line of code, the answer that will be there inside of a would be true. The answer that will be there inside of this particular code will be true itself. So 3 greater than 1. There's no explanation. Even if I show you this, it's just basic English, basic mathematics. There's no Python involved. Is 3 greater than 2 or not? Yes, 3 is greater than 2. So the answer is true. As simple as that. Okay, similarly, you are having such, for example, greater than, then you are having less than, you are having greater than, equal to, you can check less than, equal to, you can check equal to. We have also seen equal to, if you guys remember, to check whether the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. Then you are having not equal to, so there is an exclamation mark, and equal to, that basically means not equal to right over here. Okay, so all these different things you can through. For example, is 3 not equal to 1? Let's run this. Yes, 3 is not equal to 1, so the answer would be true. Shit. Yes, 3 is not equal to 1, so the answer would be true itself. So these are the small things that you guys need to understand. Okay, these are the small things that you guys need to understand. Okay, great. The next thing that we are having, so for example, have you guys learned about logic gates? Have you guys learned about logic gates, guys? Please let me know. Have you guys learned about logic gates? Please let me know, guys. Sir, does we not need to specify data type? No, you don't have to do that. Most of you guys might have learned about logic gates, the AND gate, the OR gate, the NOR gate, the XOR gate, all these gates that you have learned. So these are called as logical operators. Okay, we call it as, yes, but forgot. Dude, how can you forget that? I learned Sanskrit in 6th standard. I still remember it. Tita, anti, sita, ta, ami, ava, ama. I still, like, some things it just sticks in your head. You cannot just remove it at any point of time. So similar to Sanskrit, like in physics, and gate comes in college as well. If you are taking up engineering in college, first year and gate will come again. So and, or, and not, these are the three gates that exist in Python as well, and we call it as your logical operators. So less than, greater than, less than, equal to, all these different things are your comparison operators. You are having your and, or, not, all these are your logical operators itself. So right over here, let's look at this particular question. Okay, you are having rent is equals to 1200, then let's replace rent by 1200 right over here. Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, now you are having 1200 is greater than 1000. Is 1200 greater than 1000, guys? Yes, 1200 is greater than 1000. So that the answer will be true. Okay, the answer will be true. Is 1200 less than 2000? Is 1200 less than 2000 itself? Yes, 1200 is less than 2000. So that is also true. If both the sides you are having true and true, if both the sides of and you are having true and true, so the answer will be true itself. Okay, that is the and gate. Okay, so we can replace this by true, and that should be the answer that we should get. Let's check our hypothesis as well. Let's check our hypothesis. Let's remove everything back to how it was early on. Let's run this particular line of code, and as you will be able to see, we'll be having the answer as true. We'll be having the answer as true itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. So the next thing that we are going to learn about is the not gate. Just like we are having the and gate, we know the answer for this particular part of the code is true. The answer for this particular part of the code, this is the exact same code that I copied from above itself. So we'll keep this as true. And so what is not true? What is not true? Not true is basically false. So it will just invert whatever the value is present inside. So the answer that you will be able to get is affordable will be false. Is affordable will be FALSE, false itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So if we are coming back, we are running this particular line of code, we'll be able to get false as our answer. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So please try to do all these questions as well. These questions have made it just for you guys to understand the concepts in a lot more depth. Okay, the next thing that we are going to understand is strings. Okay, Python has another data type in its toolkit called as strings, as the name suggests. So why strings? Okay, why is it named as strings? So just like you are having a string of pearls, okay, a string of pearls, a string of diamonds, similar to that, as a string represents a like culmination of different characters. Okay, that's the reason why it is called as a string of characters itself. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 0, 1, 2, 3, all these different strings come together to form a character itself. Okay, so let's look at it. Right over here, this is an example of, so I will change it. So the early name of DevTown was Shape AI. I have not changed it up till now. We'll replace it by DevTown. So as we are able to see right over here, using double quotes and using single quotes. So yes, sir, already done. But day 2 notes aren't accessible. But I'm still using the day 1 notes itself. I have not yet moved to day 2 notes. Was there an attendance on day 1? No, attendance on day 1 was not there. सर कल पूरी क्लास अटेंड की थी बट अटेंडेंस क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग कर दिया. इफ यू हैव अटेंडेड द एंटायर क्लास देन हाउ इज द क्वेश्चन, हाउ हैव यू आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग? दैट मीन्स यू आर नॉट लिसनिंग टू मी. अगेन यू विल नॉट गेट द सर्टिफिकेट. So you know I won in whole India in robotics. That's great. Congratulations. Okay, so as you're able to see, you can create a string using double quotation marks as well as single quotation marks right over here. So as you're able to see, you are having double quotation marks right over here and single quotation marks right over here as well. Okay, I will create the same string. Okay, there's no difference. Okay, double quotation marks or single quotation marks, whatever you want to use, you can use to create strings. So you are able to create DevTown right over here. Similar to that, let's see our motto. Okay, so we have, you can have like text. Okay, you can have capital letters, you can have small letters, you can have numbers, you can have special characters, you can have spaces, whatever you want to contain inside a string, you can contain it. As you're able to see, this is creating a string that contains small characters, capital characters, numbers, special characters, whatever you want, you can put it up inside a string itself. Okay. Will there be a class on Diwali and New Year? So on Diwali, I don't think so. There will be a class because even though I will be here itself, you guys want me to take the class, I can. There's no issues in that. I'm always pro learning, but I don't think so. If I'm coming here, nobody else will be here. I will be the only person in the class. I don't want myself to be alone. So that is the reason why, like, we'll not be having a class on Diwali. Right now, I'll be showing you guys the attendance for today, guys. So for today's question, we'll not be having any questions in today's attendance form. I'll be sending you guys the question itself. Control copy QR. You have 10 minutes to fill the attendance sheet. Okay, I'm showing it on my screen for the next 10 seconds. You will have 10 minutes to fill it up, guys. And today we'll be having two attendance, one right now and one at the end. So please be ready for the same. This is day 4. So you'll be having two attendances today, one right now and one at the end. So if you are running away, again, you will not be getting any particular thing. Okay. So yeah, this is the QR code. It will be there on the screen for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it is there on my screen for the next 10 seconds. You have 10 minutes to fill the stuff up. I will be going for the next 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes. I'm giving you 10 minutes exactly at 7:07:03. I'll be closing the attendance link, guys. Okay. I'll be closing the attendance link at 7:03. So you have 10 minutes to fill it up. Okay. For 10 minutes, I'm not there. Okay, for 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, come back again. Oh, I'm Mr. India right now. Yeah, at 8:03 I will be coming back. Okay, at 8:03. ओके, थोड़ी देर बकचोदी कर लिए, अब आ गए वापस. Okay, so I hope so everybody who was in the class has already like completed filling up the Google form itself. I'll be closing it off in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, we'll be starting off with the class as well. So let's wait for 3 more minutes so that we are able to start with the class. I don't want anybody to miss out on what we are teaching, so do not worry about it as well. Okay, so I visited 2 universes right now, so I'm very good. It was a short trip. It was nice. Okay. What is the universe 616? So 616 is the main continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as in the comics. That is the main universe that we focus upon. And whoever has written Black Clover OP, love that guy. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Say yes to classes on Diwali. If you say that, either I will get cut off in half or you will get cut off in half. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that the peace of the class is still there. Okay. I usually have a lot of fun while taking up the classes. I'm not that kind of a serious guy itself, but yeah. No. I'm this Demon Slayer. Amazing, man. Demon Slayer is also amazing, but yeah, it is over and there's nothing that can be done about it. But yeah, I'm currently watching, not watching, I'm reading the manga of Irumakun Demon School. I'm reading the manga of Tokyo Revengers, Black Clover, Spy X Family. So these are the mangas that I'm currently like reading through. AOT and everything has got over, man. Like it's done. It was great, but I'm also, of course, Dragon Ball Super, so I cannot leave that out. That's also great. Okay, One Punch Man from a manga perspective, like if you guys are into web comics or manga, it was good. So first of all, I will just be closing down the attendance link. This is all the people who have filled the attendance for today. The rest of the students are not going to get the certificates. Okay, so let's get started with the class itself. Maybe in the middle of the class, I'll have one more attendance for you guys, because as you are able to see, the concurrent viewers are 2,233. Number of people who have filled up the attendance form is 2,800 people. So where are the rest of the 700 people? We need to figure that out. The 700 students will not get the attendance. I'll promise you one thing, that if you are here to learn, if you are here to grow, I'll always be by your side. If you are here not to grow or not to learn, okay, I really don't care about you, because I don't have any obligations towards you itself. Okay. So no issues in that. So I wrote the wrong graduation year. Am I eligible for certificate? Of course, man. Like graduation year, even if you are putting it up as 2070, I don't really care about it. Okay, that's just for our safe keeping that we ask. Okay. So you purchase manga or read from illegal sites? Of course, I'll read it from illegal sites. Okay, who in the sane mind would purchase, like, of course I have the plan of purchasing some of the mangas of my favorite anime at a later point of time. That is different. I like collecting shit, but yeah, nobody reads manga by purchasing it. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class, guys. We'll not be wasting any more time. And like I said, in strings you can contain small letters. Let me open up the live chat as well, otherwise I won't be able to see what you guys are typing. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it contains strings, it can contain letters, it can contain capital letters, small letters, it can contain numbers, it can contain special characters. Anything and everything that you want can be contained right inside of it. Okay, so the next particular thing that we want to work from right over here is the type. We have already seen. Do you guys remember this particular inbuilt function called as type? Do you guys remember that? Please do let me know. What do we require? What does type do? Can you guys let me know, guys? Can you guys let me know what is this type right over here? Can you guys let me know what is this type right over here? It tells us the data type of the object that is there inside of it. So let's see what is the data type of this motto that we just created. It is str, that is the short form for strings itself. So that is also something that we have done up till now. And one more thing, guys, while the class will be ending towards the end, try to hype up that the attendance has already been taken up. Okay, I want to create that fear among the people who are not attending the class on time. So thanks for helping me out. Okay, so let's move on from right over there. Now there's a one problem. Okay, there's a small problem right over here. What if I want to use quotation marks inside the string itself? What if I want to use a quotation mark inside the string? So right over here, example, I've created a string called as dialogue, which contains Shiva said, you learn as you grow. We can relate it to Brahmastra as well. Shiva said, in darkness, try to find light. Or like the only dialogue that Alia Bhatt had throughout the entire movie, Shiva. So any of or what are you, Shiva, or who are you, Shiva, whatever that shit was. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, what happens here is when I'm trying to like run this particular line of code, I'm getting some error. Okay, I'm getting some error right over here, invalid syntax. So what is happening? What happens right over here is that when you start, when you create a string, you started off with a quotation mark, and that quotation mark itself goes further. Okay, that quotation mark. So what Python does is it tries to find another same quotation mark to like in the string. So it will scan the string itself. So first it has got a double quotation mark. So we'll try to find another double quotation mark inside the string, okay, to end the string itself. Right over here, it finds another double quotation mark. So according to Python, this is a string. Okay, according to Python, this is a string itself. That is Shiva said something. Okay, that is a string right over here. Now along with this, as you are going further, along with this as you go further, all this is basically gibberish to Python. All this is basically gibberish to Python. It is not able to understand what you are typing right over here. And then again it finds another quotation mark, so it starts a new string. It starts a new string and then it ends with an empty string right over here. So this is the main problem. What if I want to put quotation marks inside the string itself? If I want to use quotation marks inside the string, what should I do? Okay, so that is our main question. What should I do right over here? So for that, Python has given us two. Okay, Python has given us two options. Okay, Python has given us two options right over here. So the first particular option is, for example, if I want to use double quotation marks in my string, create the string using a single quotation mark. Okay, if I want to use double quotation marks inside of my string, I'll create the string using single quotation marks. So right over here, if I'm starting off with a single quotation mark, then Python is trying to find another single quotation mark to end the string, not a double quotation mark, another single quotation mark to end the string itself. So it will continue further, it finds a double quotation mark, but it is not a single quotation mark, so it will ignore it. It will move further, again it will find a double quotation mark. Again, it does not give a shit about it. It will try to find another single quotation mark. As soon as it finds a single quotation mark, that is where it decides, okay, I have formulated by string. And if I am running this particular line of code right over here, you will be able to see that without any error, your code is running. Similar to that, if you want to use a single quotation mark inside this string, create the string using double quotation mark. If you want to use single quotation mark inside the string, then create the string using double quotation mark itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. This will also work. There will be no issues. Okay, this will also work. There will be no issues. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Do we have class on India versus Pakistan day? India versus Pakistan is on Sunday, right? I don't know. When is India versus Pakistan? Can somebody let me know? When is India versus Pakistan, guys? Can you guys let me know? I just don't follow cricket a lot. It's not as if I don't like cricket or something like that, but I really don't have any clue when the India-Pakistan match is. Can somebody let me know? Sunday, right? So okay, so if like that's the case, then on Sunday we won't be having any class. I want you guys to enjoy the match as well. Do not worry about it. Like I said, I'm always with you. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. If it is coinciding with our camp, then we'll just cancel the class. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm always there with you. Okay, so like I said, if you want to include single quotation marks inside the string, you will start and end the string with a double quotation mark. If you want to create a string using like if you want to include a double quotation mark inside the string, then you will be creating the string using single quotation marks. Okay, so that is something that you will be able to understand. But what if you want to use both single quotation marks as well as double quotation marks inside the string? Hey, what if you want to use both single quotation marks as well as double quotation marks inside the string? Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, you can use something that is called as the escape character. You can use something that is called as the escape character right over here. So it's very simple. Right over here, we are having a string that contains both single quotation marks as well as double quotation marks. So it is not working properly because you are starting off with a single quotation mark and will try to find another single quotation mark, and it has already found it right over here. So in this particular case, what we do is we put an escape character, that is a backslash, in front of the single quotation mark. Okay, we put a backslash in front of the single quotation mark. We call this as the escape character. So what it does is that it basically tells Python that, okay, so whenever Python sees an backslash, it tells Python that whatever the next character is, it has no special meaning for you. Whatever the next character is, it has no special meaning for you. Can ignore it and look at the next particular item. Okay, it's just like a girl having a boyfriend. Okay, when you look at the boyfriend, you are able to understand that this particular girl has no particular special feelings for you. Okay, that is what happens right over here. When I imagine this as the single quotation mark as your soulmate, but she already has a boyfriend, that is your backslash itself. So when you look at the backslash, you just ignore the girl itself altogether. That is the exact same stuff that is happening right over here. Once Python is able to see the backslash, okay, whatever the next particular character is, that backslash tells Python that whatever the next character is, ignore it. Okay, ignore it. It has no special meaning for you. It has no special part of your heart that it is going to occupy. Just ignore it and move on with the rest of your life. So Python just moves on with the rest of the life, trying to find the next particular single quotation mark, which it finds at the end. Okay, so if I'm running this particular line of code, you will be able to see that everything is running absolutely fine, and when it is printing out, the backslash is not seen as well. It's not there. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, that I am able to understand many of the people out there, the one-sided lovers and everybody, got a lot of pain due to this example. But I hope that that example was more than sufficient for you guys to understand this. Okay, that one example was more than sufficient for you guys to understand this as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. Okay, so let's move on to the next particular part, guys. The next particular part is, for example, the addition symbol. Okay, the addition symbol, the arithmetic addition symbol, when you use on your integers and floats, it performs arithmetics. Okay, it performs addition right over there. But when you use the exact same symbol on strings, it does not perform any kind of addition. It does not perform arithmetics. It is used for concatenating strings together, for attaching strings together. So for example, if I'm having hello plus world, it will concatenate, it will attach hello and world together to form a single word. Okay, it will form, concatenate hello and world together to form a single word. Similar to that, if I'm concatenating hello plus a space plus a word right over here, then it will concatenate all the three to form hello space word as a single string. So as you're able to see, we are able to have hello world and hello space world right over here as well. Okay, so that is how your plus symbol can be used for concatenating different strings together. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Sir does not abuse in the class. We are studying free does not mean that you can tell anything. Okay, no issues in that. Let me do one thing for you, Rishi Raj. Always in full support of the students, guys. Never like doubt about it. So what I will do for Rishi Raj is very simple. I will just remove him from the class itself. Done. Now he has no problem with the class. Okay. Now he's not able to listen to anything. So even if I'm abusing to myself or to the air around me, then he has no problem with that. I've been speaking for the past almost like 45 minutes here, 1.5 hours there. It's almost has been like almost 2 hours and 15 minutes since I'm speaking. So if somebody tries to pull something like this over my head, I'm like, yeah, I've messed with my mind right now. I'll make sure that I mess you up as well. Okay, so let's continue from right over there. So what if I'm writing this? Okay, word is equals to hello. Okay, word is equals to hello, print word into 5. Okay, word is equals to hello, print word into 5. So what is multiplication? Multiplication is repeated addition itself. Okay, so repeated addition. So if I'm writing word into 5, what will be the answer that I will be getting right now? Can you guys think about it? What will be the answer that I will be getting right now? Can you guys let me know? Please let me know, guys. That's absolutely clever, Arvind. But okay, it will be hello, 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 written 5 times. As simple as that. So as you're able to see that word is equals to hello, print word into 5, that will result in hello printed 5 times for you guys. Okay. So that is basically word plus word plus word plus word. Okay, 5 times you are adding it up. So I'm running this, you are able to see that we are getting hello printed 5 times on your screen. Okay, as simple as that. So just applying a little bit of logic while learning will take you a lot of like steps above what you can normally achieve. Okay, now although addition and multiplication works on strings, something like subtraction or division won't work. Okay, subtraction or division, because it does not make any sense. How can you subtract two strings? How can you divide two strings? Okay, there's no meaning behind it. So if you try to do something like this, that you're trying to divide two words, it will result you with an type error. It is an unsupported operand type for / str and str. Can you guys let me know this type error? Is it a syntax error or the other kind of error? And what was the name of the other kind of error? Yesterday we had learned about 2 errors, if you guys remember. Okay, can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know what are the 2 type of errors, guys? Okay, and which is this particular type of error? Can you guys let me know? That's great. Everyone remembers it. Great, amazing, guys. So exception error. Type error is also one of the formats of exception error, which basically tells us that these 2 errors, okay, sorry, these two operands, that is string and string, cannot be like performed on division. Okay, division cannot be performed on 2 operands, that is string and string. So please try to remember all these different type of stuff while going further, guys. Ooh, ma. My back is paining a lot. No issues in that. So another particular inbuilt function that we need to learn about in Python is the len function. So len function basically returns the length of a string back to you. Len function basically returns the length of a string back to you. For example, shape AI. Let us replace this by DevTown. Okay, what will be the length of the DevTown as a string? So that gives you guys the number of characters. The number of characters like that is present inside the string itself. DEVTOWN. So there are 7 characters right over here. Okay, there are 7 characters right over here. Okay, so that is what the length function is used. It gives you the length of a string, that is the number of characters in your string itself. So please try to remember this. Okay. Okay. So as you're able to see, we can represent the same number, okay, the same data through various data types as well. For example, right over here, we have 75 as a integer, 75 as a float, 75 as a string, and just true, because there we cannot represent it as that. So if I'm running this line of code, you are able to see that even one particular data can be represented into multiple data types itself. Okay. Okay, so let's move on from right over there. So I don't feel as if I will be able to take up the class for 100 minutes. But I'll try to make sure that however long that I'm able to sit right over here, I'll try to sit. Okay, because I'm feeling a bit tired right now. No issues. So all this we have already done, so we won't be doing it again. This is something that this is required for us. Okay, so let's say that marks is equals to 15. Okay, marks is equals to 15 right over here, and subject is equals to coding. So that is the subject. Semester is the first semester. Okay, and we want to create a sentence that I scored dash in dash subject during my dash semester. This is what we want to create right over here. So for that, what we are going to do is, now if I directly do something like this, okay, if I do something like this, that I scored, I want to concatenate marks right over here. Okay, I want to concatenate marks right over here. Now marks is an integer. I cannot concatenate a string with an integer. If I'm trying to do that, if I'm trying to run this particular line of code, you will be able to see that we are getting a type error saying that only can concatenate string to a string, not an int to a string. Okay, we cannot concatenate because marks, as you are able to see, is an integer. We cannot concatenate and string to an integer or an integer to a string itself. So what we have to do is we have to convert marks into a string. For that, it's extremely simple. Just put it up in brackets and write str in front of it. Okay, just write str in front of it. That will first convert our integer to a string. First convert our integer to a string itself, and then we are able to concatenate it. So for example, now if I'm running it, it will run absolutely fine. I will be getting I scored 15 in coding during my first semester. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. The next particular thing that we have to look at are string methods. Okay, so methods are like some of the functions that you have already seen. So len, type, print, we have already seen these. These are functions. Notice they use parentheses and accept one or more arguments. Functions will be studied in much more details at a later point of time. If you guys remember, we have an entire session based on functions. You don't have to worry about it. We'll be learning a lot right over there. Okay, a method in Python behaves similar to a function. Methods are functions that are called using the dot notation. Okay, so you will be having the string dot then the method name. Methods are specific to the data type of a particular variable. So there are some built-in methods for all the available strings that are there. So right over here, these are some of the available like methods that can apply on strings. Okay, all these methods can be applied on strings. So capitalize, case, fold, center, count. You're having encode, ends with, expand tabs, find, format, map, index is a real number. Okay, is alpha, is decimal, is digit, is identifier, is lower, is numeric, is printable. Okay, is space, is title, is upper, join, just. All these are the different methods that are available on strings. All these are the different methods that are available on string, guys. Okay, and you guys need to understand this. Each of these methods accept the strings itself as the first argument of the method, and hence they could also receive additional arguments. So right over here, as you're able to see, these are some of the examples of the methods. This methods we'll be doing it tomorrow because right now I cannot sit any longer. I'm having a little bit of back pain and it is really pissing me off. So we'll continue this tomorrow, guys. I'll be showing you guys one more attendance for today. Give me a second. So let me just open up the attendance form. I'll be naming it as resume. I don't want to resume creating this form itself. Shit. Go here, cancel. Okay, I will take it up as 4.A. 4.A, and I will create one more. Make a copy. I'll name it as 4.B itself. You'll have 10 minutes to fill up the form. After 10 minutes, it will be closed immediately. Okay, so please be ready for the same, guys. Responses, I'm opening it up. Send, link, shorten, copy. I'm sharing the link on sharing the link won't work, so I have to create a QR code itself. QR code generator will be create the QR code for me. Day 4B. The QR code is on your screen, guys. You have 10 minutes to fill the QR code. It will be on my screen for the next 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it is there on my screen right now. It has been removed from my screen up till now. Going back to data types and operators. You have 10 minutes to fill the form. After 10 minutes, I'll be ending the form itself. Okay, so these are the second particular uh, QR code for today, guys. After that, you can leave the class. The class has ended. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. You have 10 minutes. I will be there here for the next 10 minutes. I will be removing myself from the screen. Please fill up the form as soon as possible, guys. I'm just removing myself from the screen for the meanwhile, and I'm gone like the Mr. India I am. The attendance will be closed in the next 3 minutes, guys. So whoever wants to fill the attendance, please do that immediately. So the attendance has been closed now, guys. Okay, I've closed the attendance up. So those who haven't been able to fill the attendance, that means you are not in the class. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow once again at 7:30. Why no questions? Because today there was 2 attendance. I don't want you guys. I wanted it to be fast. I don't want you guys to waste any time. Okay. So that is the reason why there was no questions in today's class. Tomorrow I will put a new attendance question itself. Okay. Enjoy your night, guys, and plan for Diwali. What you want to do. You guys also take care and enjoy. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you.